I only really started catching on to. It felt like just a void of reason, like not like logic of the characters, but more like a why are we why are we here in this plot again? Like Chucky's back, Andy's back, and like we're doing this again, but he just beat him. So
Well, let's get it going then.
cue the music.
Hello and welcome to Potato Chip Pictures, the movie franchise review podcast. I am B. Sammy Davis.
Hello again, I'm Justin.
And today, we are looking at 1991's Child's Play 3. Justin, tell us about this movie.
It came out in 1991, like you said. No, I guess it changed director. I don't know anything about Jack Bender, but that would be the third out of 3 directors for Child's Play 1, 2, and 3. But they kept Don Mancini for screenwriting. I mean, I learned a fun fact, or not so fun fact, that I didn't fact check, that this screenplay, I guess you would call it, I don't know. This script was started before the second even got released.
Really?
So I don't know how true that is, but it might play into why it feels like it does. Anyway, the producer.
Up until the reboot, Don Mancini seems to be the writer for all of these. So it's
Right?
quite possible that he said, yeah, I had already started working on the sequel, but
Sure.
what he means is he's got every idea that he could possibly have.
Maybe I feel like.
But he could possibly have actual stuff written.
I feel like it's an odd continuation. And I was trying to rack my brain for, did the 90s have a lot of like war games type movies? Because it's a new place for Andy to go.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a particularly exciting place? Not really. Like there's a bully and there's a kid. Like that's why it feels so empty. But final credits. Producer is Robert Latham Brown. Budget again of $13 million. They managed to bring in less. $20.5 million.
15 million less.
Yeah.
Like
I could have made a whole movie with that.
Exactly. They made a whole movie's worth less with this movie, but it was still profitable.
Yeah. Barely.
Okay. I didn't like this movie.
Hey, that's same here. I mean,
What's
your reasons?
Well, my first reason is a little more on the petty side. We got done with the last movie, and I was sitting here thinking, the child actor who plays Andy and the girl who plays Kyle, those two were so good together. I would love to see them back and see them continuing, and they would be roughly the same age. There's only a year difference in production. But then in the movie, they're like, we're skipping ahead 7 years. Yes, audience, this is coming out a full year later, but we are doing a time jump. We heard Justin's future criticism.
I'm happy that, considering the acting that's in this one, I agree that Kyle and Andy in the second were better. I was kind of happy to be moving forward. I think 90 to 91 to make it jump like that, I feel like they must have wanted something else. And I feel like it didn't reach farther in terms of the R rating than Child's Play 2. Like blood, slicing,
Yeah.
death. It didn't go that farther to be, a military academy. Like, you could probably do some more things.
They even totally failed with their one great idea. Like, it's towards the end of the movie, but when real ammunition is being used, only one person gets hit by a live round.
Yep.
And I was like, what a waste. What a waste. Like, what a good idea. And we're only one person will get hit.
It's the worst person that you want it. Well,
true. It is the worst person, but
that
still,
you want it to happen to.
I was just like, come on, so weak. I'm gonna say, I think this movie heard your future criticism as well when you were saying like not enough locations, because even though, yes, we are only in the military academy, we're everywhere in that military academy.
Yeah. I think
even a carnival for some reason.
It feels, that's where I am so curious. I feel like there's another movie that has like war game feel that's not the War Games movie. But I don't remember what the movie is called, because it just feels like a departure from what they had. Not to say that I don't trust departures, because like it was, again, Foster and police and whatever. Oh, the factory in the last one. This one starts off with the CEO again, and it's like, well, okay, maybe it's a little bit the same. And find out Andy is far, far away, and I was halfway expecting nobody to die, because
I'm gonna be honest, I kind of like the beginning. I think the best part of this whole movie was the very beginning.
I was expecting faster death. Like, second movie was immediately, let's introduce you to the guys, and one of the workers dies. Oh, but we don't care about that guy. We're just gonna get rid of the doll. This one, we're gonna bring the dolls back. I did criticize the fact that they say, oh, we can have dolls, we're in shelves by next week, but they're apparently in a meeting that's the go ahead deciding let's do this or not. It's like, but
they've already finished production of dolls. Yeah. In what world are they going to say, no, we're going to pull back on this?
Yeah.
My biggest complaint was, and mine is really dumb. So they're cleaning up the factory after 7 years of abandonment.
So many comments.
Oh yeah. When they're carting off the Chucky corpse and it's dripping blood everywhere, it drips the blood over that old plastic pool. But then when they restart, they're going to restart with the old plastic pool. Like, why wouldn't they get rid of all of that?
Too many plot holes.
Too many. I was like, okay, that is our justification for bringing Chucky back, and fine. But then, okay, so that was my first complaint. But then my second complaint is that blood is getting mixed everywhere. Shouldn't every Chucky doll be the real Chucky? Like, all of them trying to come back to life?
I want to say in the trivia of the movie somewhere, I just read that there were going to be multiple Chuckies in this one, but apparently that's used in a future one.
Fun.
Oh, I'm like, logically, yeah, there should be multiple if the blood is what infected the plastic. Or at least more than one. Like, the plastic would be replaced after a couple of go-throughs of his blood, but yeah. It has mysticism and stuff. It has curses and stuff in this movie. We can't ask too much of it.
We can't. Yeah, just don't worry about it. It's about the soul, not the blood.
Yeah.
And the soul can only go to one vessel.
Yeah.
This isn't Harry Potter.
This is an underworld. We can only relate it or put it in one person.
Yeah. I kind of liked the killing of the CEO. I thought it was a good amount of tension, especially when the two good guy dolls are talking to each other, and I kept thinking like, one of them's Chucky, one of them's got to be Chucky.
Yeah.
And then Chucky's he's behind him. He's someone else. Yeah, I just thought the use of the toys, the use of the dark. I felt like this was a good mood setter, and it really made me think that we were in store for a pretty good movie ahead.
Unfortunately for you. Yeah. I don't know if in that scene Chucky does his dive bomb scream yell. He does it somewhere else in the movie, and one of your earlier praises of this series was the work by Brad Dourif, and I think that, if anything, is Chucky's trademark yell. Like, scream! And like it feels like it's coming from the doll. It does pretty well. I don't know if it's in this scene at all, but it might be. It is in a later one.
Yeah, and I don't fully remember, but I do think Brad Dourif, he's probably the best part of this movie. Because I don't like teenage Andy. I don't like the little kid. I don't like the love interest. I don't like the bully. I don't like the military academy heart attack commander.
Oh yeah.
I don't like the best friend. I don't like the haircut guy. Like, I don't like anyone else in this movie.
If we're ranking them, the haircut guy is supposed to be really odd, but I don't. It feels like acting if you were at a play. Just a little hammy. Doesn't feel right. Make him weird, but he's going around dropping catchphrases once he shaves people's heads, and they're not actually bald.
Yeah. He might be my number one of the least favorites.
Yes.
And it's really only because of his speech about the Romans.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm going to fail that. Like, I got long hair, I'm not going to survive in the war.
I think I wrote it down because it kind of was ridiculous, because he gives a long pause where he's saying, the Romans invented the military. You know why? To keep their hair short. And then they pauses for like 2-3 seconds, and it's like, that's a complete thought. It's incredibly dumb and obvious. They invented it to keep it short. It's like, okay.
Oh.
So it doesn't come back very much when he's like, oh, so they couldn't get grabbed by their hair. It's like, I don't know why it took the Romans to do that.
Yeah.
That seems mythological.
I don't know anything about the Persians or anyone else who had a full-time military, but I guess if you're the barbarians and your military are the farmers that you conscript, then yeah, there are people with longer hair that you could pull and get to their neck, but who knows? This is hardly the movie to point to be like, I got my history from Chucky 3.
Maybe it was what do you call it? Mandated, and so it became a military cut. Like, sure, but like people would have grasped that, I feel like, earlier than the Romans. Yeah. Oh, pun intended,
Well, since we're talking about the haircut guy, I saw you messaging in Discord when you were watching the movie, and you were like, he's got a Steam Deck, and I was so jealous of that kid's Game Gear. I never touched a Game Gear in my life.
I think I may have seen one, but I have no idea where. I don't think my friends had any. But I feel like that's the that's the form factor. It is small because back then you wouldn't have much power,
Mm-hmm.
but it was still a game machine in your hands. Pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah, it's only for that one scene, but yeah, like this kid's dad got him something pretty high end. I don't think we get any time with the new kid, so I don't care about him at all. Like
Mm-hmm.
his dad doesn't write. I guess
We're,
his mom's not in the picture.
yeah, we're supposed to feel it from just that little bit, which you
Yeah.
could, but not so much.
And then Chucky reveals himself and reveals his secret. And then for the rest of the movie, we barely look at the kid. Like he's just barely in this movie. And so I just don't, since we're meeting him in the haircut place, they seem to be setting up what would be an interesting replacement to Andy. And then we're just not going to spend really any time with him for the rest of the movie.
Yeah. Let's get interrupted every time we try to transition.
Yeah.
But I do think the realization of Chucky was enough for me to be on board. Like, every time that I am remade, then it's the first kid. And it's like, I mean, it didn't make sense in the first place, but you make a good argument, Chucky.
Yeah, second time hearing the argument, it's like, okay, I'm on board. I think that's fair.
Like, doesn't still, I guess that somewhat goes along with the lore that they've established in the second one. Oh, he was too late to change into another human again. But he's going to keep bleeding whenever he gets stabbed, even after years of being dead. So, I don't know. It's fast and loose, but unlike Underworld, I don't think that it relies too much on the lore.
Yeah, it's more of a he's back again. This is the reason why this is the new kid, and we're otherwise it's the same movie. Just have a good time. Sit back, eat your popcorn. Don't ask any questions. And unfortunately, in this movie, I'm going to ask questions because this is the movie that just it draws the most attention to itself. And so we get to meet the bully. The bully and the love interest.
I'm trying to remember. I kind of wanted to look at all the cast members, but I didn't earlier because he seems familiar. The bully, the main Andy. Oh, I just read it. He's in something. He's apparently in the older Dungeons and Dragons movie, but he was in something else. Justin Whalen.
He was in Serial Mom. I loved Serial Mom. And I think he's the son in the family.
Oh, he's Jimmy in Lois and Clark. That's who it was. I had forgotten.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was like, oh, I recognize his face. Okay, from that. But he struck me as, a 90s actor.
See, and I thought Whitehurst had been someone who was in other movies like Newsies. There's a kid that's kind of got a nasally voice, and I thought for sure that was the same kid. And now I'm looking at his movie listing, and he's got almost nothing, and it's definitely not the kid from Newsies.
Dang, I can't find this other guy anywhere for the bully. Maybe he's just got that sort of face. Yeah.
Yeah, there aren't a lot of other movies that these kids did. The one who plays the child, he was in an episode of Saved by the Bell and an episode of My Wife and Kids, and otherwise he's not listed for anything else as an actor. And then the only other kid that I thought I recognized, nope, he's nobody. We can look up De Silva to see who that is, but she also doesn't look familiar. She was in Old School, which I know I've seen, but I don't remember her in that. And then apparently in Entourage, but I've never seen Entourage.
I don't know, the newness of everything kind of just says, okay, Andy and Chucky again are going after each other in a new place. It's not a deep criticism because a lot of other things do that. But like, take the Toy Stories. Yes, it's Andy and Woody and Buzz, and they're getting into shenanigans, but generally they're different. Like, this one is a new place, but he's still just trying to getting it to a new body. Not necessarily
and he
causing
goes after
mischief.
Andy for no reason.
Yeah.
Like,
Vendetta.
he figures out he's got a new body. He's got a new target. And then for some reason he sneaks into Andy's room to go kill him.
Yeah.
And he does say, like, I don't want you getting in the way, but I'm just sitting here thinking, like, Andy wouldn't be there to get in the way if you had gone straight for Tyler.
If you'd gone somewhere else. Yeah. I think, yeah, like, so maybe that's contributes to the feeling of the plot has to revolve around Andy, but there's so much more you could do. So yes, I'm glad they threw in the war games because it's a little difference, a little bit of, oh, what could happen in this setting? Somebody jumps on a hand grenade, somebody gets shot. I'm like, okay, those are things, those are actions.
Yeah, but so much of the middle of the movie is just like, isn't military academy so hard for Andy? Like, that's really what this movie feels like.
Yeah. I feel like because the kills by Chucky are kind of far between. CEO.
The CEO's the first one, and then I was going to say the Garbage Man is the one that kind of sticks with me, or at least it used to. And then I watched, it was something on History Channel that included garbage trucks. And I saw that not only do garbage trucks not open and condense in the way that the movie has it, they don't have a grinder on the inside of them.
No. Maybe they will now, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, so then there's that kill. One of my least favorite parts in the whole movie is the night when Andy's in trouble and Chucky is after Tyler, but Tyler is playing hide and seek. There's so much happening and the tension should be there, but nothing happens. Like, Andy gets caught, so the whole platoon has to march outside, and the colonel approves of this torture. Then Andy runs away, gets in a fist fight with his superior officers, and wins, and never faces consequences for that. The girls are spying on Andy by, checking his files, but also Tyler and Chucky are in the colonel's room, and eventually everyone goes to the colonel's room, and I just hate the colonel's office.
Because of him
and
dying?
I hate the kill in the colonel's office.
He doesn't die by Chucky. Yeah. Maybe it was just the CEO kill was delayed. Like, man, it was like 15 minutes into the movie, where the other one was like 5 in the second one. Like, I'm waiting for Chucky to come back. And then from there, it's another 15 minutes until the trash compactor, which I was starting to wonder, like, I wonder how often these will be Chucky-based ones, because then once the colonel has a heart attack, it's like, oh, well, not actually by Chucky, just a surprise, but...
Yeah, that's another death in the movie, and it kind of continues the pacing that the movie is going for, but you couldn't credit it to Chucky. But then again, Chucky scares him into the heart attack, so you could. But I think this is going to be his highest body count by the end of this movie.
Hmm.
Because I think he killed 4 people in the last movie.
Oh, yeah, the
The
parents.
2 technicians. Oh, 5 people. 2 technicians, teacher, and the 2 parents. First movie, he killed his 2 buddies and the doctor.
Oh, yeah, the doctor.
So only 3. And now in this movie, we've got the CEO, the trash man, the colonel who he scared to death, the haircut, the bully, the nerd, and I don't remember if he got anyone in the... Oh, and the cop. So he's got a body count of 7, 6 by his own hand, 7 for the movie. So we are upping the kill count with every movie.
And yet it felt so sparse at the beginning. It was
I know, and it also felt kind of empty.
yes.
Like I'm adding up all these kills, and I'm like, but none of them mattered.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's some sort of thing we could point to, but when it just feels empty, it I can't explain what is missing. If it's nobody is talking to Chucky yet, like I know that I would say is missing. Like he is unseen until Andy sees him at the place. Like CEO knows about him, but we don't know that he's back alive until
but he dies. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to grasp at something to explain why it feels that way.
And the movie really does try to get us to bond with Andy because so much of this movie is following Andy. But I don't care about this Andy. Like, he does seem like a punk. Like, they're talking about how he's been bounced around from foster home to foster home because no one will believe him. And I'm like, well, you're such a jerk that I don't believe you either. Like, I don't think there was a doll ever chasing you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know. The love interest, that feels tacked on. So I don't like that at all.
I'm trying to recall if they ever were speaking more seriously, because the summary of it's like, oh, she becomes his girlfriend like when they were at the shooting range, and like I don't remember saying anything about that.
Close to each other, exactly.
Obviously.
The only thing they do is get near to one another so that she can teach him how to shoot. And I guess now they're dating because when you're close to a girl, you're dating.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, it just doesn't work. But we can keep this train running. There is one more kill with the haircut guy, the barber. He decides he wants to cut Chucky's hair.
A complete horror scene.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, now I'm gonna graduate him to a character I like because I actually feel like his kill scene was also good for his character. Like, he's like, you're out of regulation. I'm going to cut that hair. I'm going to ruin this doll. Like, he's still playing his character. And yeah, he is a little theatrical about it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I think he's committed to the bit. And I think it works. I'm going to say it works. And even his kill works. Although, again, no consequences because Whitehurst is the one who witnesses the kill and witnesses Chucky. He runs outside and tells no one.
I mean, yeah. Little Andy was telling everybody till nobody could believe.
Yeah.
But
and nobody in this movie talks. Everyone keeps it to themselves.
Yeah. So it was very bloody, deadly. Chucky gets the last laugh and gets to terrorize 2 people. And I feel like that is the core of a Chucky movie. He makes you afraid, even though he's a doll-sized thing. So yeah, I still don't like the character, but I do think that felt like a complete thought was given to that guy's murder.
Yeah, he actually had a beginning, middle, and end, unlike most of the other characters in this movie.
Like accidental heart attack. Like it kind of lets the air out of Chucky being the killer.
Yeah, aren't heart attacks funny?
Shot by the live round. A little bit of justice for bullying, but
yes, it is the bully who takes the round, but the build up to it was so disappointing. Like, okay, the red team, they're going to shoot rounds that splatter. They're going to shoot paintballs that are red. Blue team is going to shoot blue paintballs. So when you're hit, the red team will, or the blue team will get red wounds, and the red team will get blue wounds. And Chucky is going to trade out all of the ammo with live rounds so that red team shoots and blue team has red wounds. It's really a brilliant setup. It should be good. And then we dance around this for like 15 minutes where we're, doing the war games and nothing is happening. And then finally, the two armies are going to converge on each other and only one person gets shot.
if maybe a couple had been wounded. Yeah.
And I don't even think that, because we watch the red team taking shots at the blue team, but no one else gets hit. It's always the trees or the rocks and people like ducking for cover, but no one else gets hit.
They're just really bad shots,
Yeah, they're children. They can't be expected to murder at this age.
Yeah, I feel like the military academy kind of was where else would Andy go, and how can we fit ammunition swap death into this, or the grenade, it.
And then the grenade is the thing that has stuck with me for close to 20 or more years. I thought that was going to be much more interesting than it turned out to be.
He dies, is grieved, and then we move on.
Yep. So let me make sure I got the right count. We got
he
CEO,
wasn't a coward in the end.
Man. Yep, he did. He saved everybody by sacrificing himself. Colonel, haircut, bully, grenade, cop. Yep. Okay. So we're still on track. Well, for some reason, right next to the war games, they've got a county fair happening. So at any time, the kids could have sneaked away from these war games, had some fun, and then come back to continue playing the war games. Yeah. I guess nobody has imagination at the military academy.
Well, they're they've set up tents for the war games. It felt like everybody's supposed to be in bed and the carnival is still going on, but they're surprised that people are not in their tents. But were they supposed to be sleeping? Was this night? Does the military have an early bedtime? Yeah, because the county fair is still rocking and rolling. But then again, logic in this current world is not something that's necessary.
I was about to say, if we talk about logic, then when we... Okay, Chucky finds Tyler, takes him to the fair. There's a cop. Cop gets killed at some point. It's very, very sad that the cop is dead. But Andy catches up and they go to a fun house. And this fun house is as big as you would need for a Disneyland ride. It's got a basement with a foundation. Oh man, the final location in this movie is hilarious.
It's not a moving county fair. It is stuck in one place.
They didn't put walls up. They did give these tents a concrete foundation, but they never, thought like it kind of ruins the vibe if you were to put up walls.
Mm-hmm.
So they've kept it just a tent based affair, but all the tents have a concrete
Building
foundation.
instead.
Yeah. Yeah, but that whole roller coaster is just hilarious to me.
Yeah, I feel like it's. I mean, thanks for another location. I appreciate it. But I mean, I feel like that one praise of mine is saying, "Hey, there's there's merit in the fact that it can be whatever they call it, devil's lair, bunch of monster hell type stuff. That kind of works for Chucky. Like
Mhm.
it's the feel of this devil uh toy that just can't die. Um, I can't remember if Chucky surprises them to shoot De Silva or if they happen upon him.
Yeah, I
Eh.
I don't remember, but you are right. De Silva takes a bullet, so she cannot be the one to shoot at Chucky. She's the marksman,
Hmm.
and now she can't shoot.
Her
And
leg, she can't shoot. It's
yeah,
her
once
shooting
your leg
leg.
is wounded, yeah, what can you do? Yeah, so Andy's got to climb a mountain in this tent once again.
Size wise, yeah.
I I don't like any of this final confrontation, but I do think it is hilarious that after 2 movies of having Chucky, the king of comebacks, the guy who you can't keep a good doll down,
Mm-hmm.
he only dies once in this movie.
Yeah, that is. Oh man, you're gonna make my rating go up by 0.5, influencing the rating. Well, yeah, I mean, the close myth with the scythe. I think if I were to think of something about this movie,
Oh,
it'd probably be
yeah.
that he's get half of his face sliced off, with the
I
added
completely
context that
forgot that.
he's got blood and guts in him. Um,
Yeah.
it it's horrific, so fits in. It works.
That was a very good effect and a very good moment, and I can't believe I forgot all about that. I got to give the movie its credit for such a terrible location and a terrible scene. You are correct to point out that having half of his face sliced off was a really good touch.
Not quite dead. So like
Yep.
the other movie, he was dead several times. This one, he gets
Yeah, this
maimed
one
a lot.
he's just hurt. He knows it hurts. He's yelling about how much it hurts.
Yeah.
But it was pretty visceral. The rest of that entire scene is still pure garbage. And I don't even feel like the triumph is all that triumphant. Like
No.
they just walk away, and who cares?
Well, I will complain about the piggyback that Chucky does because he's lost an arm, but he's trying to strangle Andy from like his back or somebody, and gets his arm, his other hand that's holding on, cut off, and he flies forward over his shoulders into the fan. I'm like, that doesn't, like, he just slide off his back if he couldn't hang on anymore.
Yeah.
Why does he flip forward and get chopped into a million pieces?
Because he needs to get chopped into a million pieces.
For the next movie. Yes, he does, apparently.
Yeah. And in 1991, apparently we didn't put safety grates over those high-speed steel fans. Yeah.
Let's see, this one's 91. The next one is 98. 7 years.
Yep, we're getting a 7-year gap coming up.
Not looking ahead, but I think I'll look forward to the next one.
I hope so. well, I don't know. I don't know which one I have seen. It might be Bride of Chucky, but I could be completely wrong. It could be a totally different one. But I I'm excited for the Of Chucky movies because there's 4 of them. We've had our Child's Play trilogy. The next are going to be Noun of Chucky for the next 4 movies, and I'm looking forward to them. This is the reason, this franchise is the reason that we are doing direct to video movies as part of a franchise, because the last 2 of Chucky movies didn't have a box office release.
Interesting.
But, yeah, so that'll be interesting when we get there. But before we get there, I've got to tell you that on this podcast, we do ratings, not grades. The primary difference is where you find the average. In a grade, the average is a 7 out of 10. And so the lowest scores usually get raised up a little bit to get them closer to that 7 out of 10 average. But we say no, a 7 out of 10 is not the average because it is not the middle. Instead, we say a 5 out of 10 is our average. And so if you hear us say that a movie is a 5 out of 10, that doesn't mean it's bad, it just means it's right there in the middle. So with all of that said, Justin, what would you give Child's Play 3?
I mean, the justifications of it are all there. There's an empty feeling about just, I don't know, I feel like Chucky is so important in the first 2 that he's connected to every scene. This one, the military academy, and Andy kind of exists solo for a bit. And we go through a day in a life at the military academy where a kid finds the doll and kind of gets involved. Emptiness. Aside from that, kills are okay. I feel like it's kind of a bit until they get going. Chucky, still loud, still swears like a sailor, and I kind of appreciate that the little kid's like, "Hey, don't do that, not cool." And it's like, well, this is Chucky. This is Charles Lee Ray, I think was his name. I'm sitting on a 4 because it's below average. The monster makeup is kind of a good point. At least in the final scene, I like it. The melting at the beginning intro, the reverse melting, I'm a fan. I think I'm okay with the authority figure concerned about their kid being gone now. Like, we don't need Andy's mom again. Everybody disbelieves him. The one kid that sees Chucky can't help him. But it just isn't. It's not great. It's not average. It's below.
All right. I'm actually kind of surprised at your 4 because I didn't have a good time with this movie at all. I feel like there are times when someone will have all of the right ingredients to make something, and then it never comes together. And that is this movie. It has all of the ingredients of a Chucky movie, and it never comes together. There's never a point where I'm thinking, finally, we're getting Chucky. Like, the most fun I had was the very beginning, and then I also had some fun with the barber shop kill. But the rest of this movie is pure garbage. I really... like, you had to remind me of the cool effect with his face getting ripped off. Yeah, like, if I did half scores, that would be the thing that would raise mine up by a half a point, because I really, like, I didn't have a good time with this movie at all. Like, I talked so much. I talked such a big game after the last one where I was like, this is going to be my franchise. This is going to be the one that I love. And I'm at a 2. I don't think I'm ever going to watch this movie again. It was so bad.
I know for a fact I won't watch this one.
Yeah.
I think of the 3, I would probably watch the first one if I'm trying to be like, hey, here's Chucky. Here's the original vision. And turn your brain off. It's not awful.
See, and I feel that way with the first 2. I still feel like the second one has so much charm to it, and I had a really good time. But this third one, it's got all the pieces. It's just they never come together, and I think I think you could skip it entirely, except maybe you want to know how Chucky died the last time. Because when we get to the Chucky movies, that's kind of a totally new franchise, kind of. Like they really were like, let's stop being the slasher flicks. Like everybody gets the point. They know what Chucky is. They know what's going on. Let's do something new. But they are a continuation of the stories that came with Child's Play. It's like the Evil Dead trilogy. You do Evil Dead, the remake, which is Evil Dead 2, and then Army of Darkness, which is the sequel to Evil Dead 2. Like, that's that franchise, and that's the same way it is with the Chucky franchise. We're changing titles, we're changing direction, but the story continues. It is the same Chucky from these movies. Hopefully that makes sense.
I mean, I think so. I think I look forward to the next one for it. The quips of it, or clips, quotes, are all kind of pointing towards comedy horror, and I'm like, I'm down for that. Like, let me give me something to laugh with.
Yeah, I definitely think we are leaving the horror genre behind. There might be a couple of jump scares here and there might be some dark moments that might up the tension, but for the most part, we are entering a comedy franchise for the next 4 movies. Although I would argue that this one was more of a comedy movie than the previous 2. Like, this one tried to tell jokes. I mean, a heart attack death, that was funny back then, so...
Unexpected.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, that's going to be our nice and tidy episode of Child's Play 3.
Not a good movie. It's a short review.
The average is 3 out of 10. That's the average between the two of us. It's a pretty easy average this time around, but a pretty sharp decline from the previous 2 movies to this one, and that seems to be kind of universally accepted. I hadn't looked until tonight when we started recording, and then I was like, okay, I'm not crazy. Everybody else hated this movie too. It's a bad movie. So join us next week. If you would like to help this podcast out, leave a comment, a review, a like, thumbs up, whatever it is that your platform of choice allows. Do that for us. That helps other people discover our humble little show about movie franchises. If you want to get in touch with us directly, the best way to do that is to send us an email at potatochippicturespod@gmail.com, and then of course share the episodes with your friends. I guess I have nothing else to say. So until next time, watch your ankles. Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Shortest episode ever.
I know. I mean, we've probably got a wrap up that's shorter than this one, but
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
the shortest review that we've ever done.
I think so.
There's not a lot to talk
Can't explain
about.
it. That just feels empty for
Yeah.
a lot of it. Like
There are scenes to fill out an hour and a half worth of movie.
yeah.
They just don't matter. Like nothing
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, because he tries to get into the kid's body pretty like the moment he meets him, talks to him,
Mm-hmm.
and like if that's what holds up the rest of the movie, it doesn't really like he didn't really like first movie. He learned that he wanted to get out of this body and then went after Andy, which was like third act. This one's like, oh, I need a body. And that's the beginning of the second act. Like, it just goes so long.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the tension is missing or something.
I almost feel like they were trying to make two different movies, or like maybe someone really wanted to make a military academy style movie.
I guess.
And then they got forced to make a Chucky movie and they just couldn't let go of their idea. But you said it at the beginning, it logically makes sense that if someone was bounced around from foster home to foster home, why not try a military academy? See if we can give them some discipline.
Something else, because we did an entire foster family in the second one, so can't really redo that one.
And he's never going back to his mother. That's just out of the question.
I think I read this is the last time we see Andy as...
Oh, that's sad. I was hoping that Andy would return for these Of Chucky movies.
I have no idea what happens in The Bride of Chucky. Like,
yeah,
it's an unknown, which is good. I think it'll be good.
Yep.
Maybe we'll get above average coming ahead.
I'm excited for it. I'm going to find out tonight.